From delivering pizzas to military surveillance to filming epic movie shots, drones are used everywhere. Have you guys ever wondered how these flying machines actually work? Let's break it down. First, let's see how drones actually lift into the air. Drones don't fly by magic, they have these tiny rotors. These rotors are like small spinning fans which pushes the air downwards when the rotors rotate. This is where the Newton's third law comes into action. Every action has an equal and opposite reaction. So the shape and angle of these rotors when they rotate pushes the air downwards. So this in turn produces a force on the drone, and that's what we call lift. So when the lift force is greater than the weight of the drone flies into the air. To hover in the air, the lift force should be equal to its weight. And in the drone, there are parts called the electronic speed controller and flight controller. So these make minute adjustments during the flight to keep the drone hovering in the air. But why do these drones have 4 rotors? When we use one rotor, it's like a helicopter. So as the rotor rotates, the air will be pushed downwards, and this in turn induces a torque on the drone's body, causing it to rotate. So to stabilize it, we need side rotors just as the ones in the helicopters. Then 2 rotors, they can lift, but balancing and turning gets tricky. 3 rotors work but need extra moving parts to steer, making the design is a bit complicated. 4 rotors give perfect balance, 2 at the front, 2 at the back, placed in a square. This design is called a quadcopter, strong enough to lift the weight but small enough to stabilize in the air. But if you notice closely, a pair of motors in this diagonal rotates in one direction and the other pair rotates in the opposite direction. What if they all spun in the same direction? Okay guys, I have a setup of a drone. So this is an X body and motors are fitted to it. So it is designed in such a way that they all spin in the same direction. Let's give it some power and see what actually happens. Giving it power. Can you see? As I give throttle, the drone's body starts rotating in the opposite direction. So what actually happens here is, as the rotors rotate, there is a torque produced, and according to Newton's third law, every action has an opposite reaction. So this torque produced by the motor induces an opposing torque on the drone's body, and not only one motor produces it, all the motors produces it, and this net torque causes the drone body to rotate in the opposite direction. So to rectify this, a pair of motors in this diagonal were made to rotate in the clockwise direction, and the motors in this direction were made to rotate in the anti-clockwise direction. So what this did is, this cancelled out the net torque and gave perfect balance for the drone while it was flying. So let's see that with this setup. Give me a second, let's power it up. So in this X body, the motors are connected in such a way that, these pairs in the diagonal, they rotate in the anti-clockwise direction, and these 2 rotate in the clockwise direction. So I'm just taking some time to remove these blades. So let me give it some power. So if you look closely, this pair rotates the anti-clockwise direction, and this one rotates in the clockwise direction. Yeah? Okay. So let's place it here and give it some thrust. See, the drone body is stable, it's not rotating in any direction. Mission success. If you'd like your kids to learn aeromodelling in a fun and exciting way just like this, click the link in the description and join us. A drone can move in 6 different ways: up, down, forward, back, left and right. So when these rotors rotate and produce enough lift, which is greater than its weight, then the drone body lifts up, and slowly when you reduce the lift, it comes down. Then there's the pitch motion. Here, these rotors behind rotate at a greater speed, and these 2 in the front rotate at a slower speed. So there's a greater lift behind, and the lift front is comparatively low. So the drone body pitches forward, and for it to pitch back, these 2 rotors rotate at a greater speed, and these 2 are going to be a bit slower. So the body will pitch back, it's going to move backwards. Okay, next let's talk about the roll motion, guys. These 2 rotors will rotate at a greater speed, and these 2 rotors will rotate at a slower speed comparatively. So this pushes the rotor body slightly in this direction, and the drone rolls in this direction. Then, talking about the roll in this direction, these two rotors rotate at a greater speed and these two rotors rotate at a slower speed. So this produces a greater lift on this side and this causes the drone body to actually roll in this direction. In pitch and roll, the net reaction torques cancel out, but in yaw motion that doesn't happen. In yaw motion, a pair of opposite motors rotate at a greater speed and a pair of opposite motors rotate at a slower speed. So this produces a reaction torque and this rotates the drone body in one direction. So depending on which motor rotates faster, the drone body turns left or right. In this video, we've covered the basics of drone flying based on Newton's third law. And do you guys know that some companies are trying to work on quadcopters and passenger drones? Who knows, you might even get a drone taxi somewhere in the future. If you liked the video, give us a like and don't forget to subscribe. Chitty Global.